And welcome back to Trending on Shaw. My name is Phoenix. This is Kate Hutchinson. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. By the way, you can find us on all social media. We have it on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Pinterest.
Yes, we are on Pinterest now.
Yeah, putting some photos up there for you as well, too. Little backstage behind the scenes photos, too. That's pretty cool. Joining us on set this morning, we have Albie Soule, who is with the U of C, the Outdoor Center at the U of C. We also have Joel Olendesca, who is our tech guy, bringing in some really cool things, which we'll get to in just a few moments.
First, let's get to some more trending topics this morning. It is National Handwriting Day, Phoenix.
Yay! What's that, Kate?
Are we talking like printing or full cursive?
Full cursive, great word. Full cursive. And it's all in the spirit of getting used to holding on to whatever this device is called. I think it's called the pen.
Yeah.
My kids are actually learning this cursive thing that you refer to, but yes, you know, we're a little tongue-in-cheek.
I find it hard to read now. I think we're losing,
eh?
not only are we losing the way that we can writing it, but also losing the ability to read it, I think.
Yeah, well, on this National Handwriting Day, there are some suggestions of things that we should do. One of them is doodle till you drop. Just doodle, because you're getting the idea of the motion. And see, Albie's looking at us going, well, man, I grew up with this stuff. Get the kids to collect autographs from all the adults that they meet in their day. Oh. See who wins the prize for the messiest signature. There's Albie. Put a handwritten note in the lunch boxes. Even the big people get one. Wouldn't that be something?
That's cute.
We had somebody here, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, that was talking about she has a small business, and every time that she says thank you, she writes it out, and people love it. We've forgotten about handwriting.
Even Christmas cards, I noticed over the holidays, they're all printed now.
Yeah.
Not very many people send the traditional handwritten ones.
It's so true. Yeah. When's the last time you guys received a letter in the mail? Like a handwritten letter?
Not since my father died. It's the truth. So that's been 10 years.
Yeah.
I
Joel?
cannot remember.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Do you remember writing the letters though?
Yeah.
What happened? You've got a couple of kids.
I think it's it's this stuff.
It's email.
We
Not
send
that it's a bad thing,
now.
but I think everybody's just made it's become a very simple thing to just go online and type
Skype.
away.
If I want to talk to my relatives in
video.
England, I'm not going to write a letter and put it in the mail. I'm going to maybe email them, Skype them, see them face to face.
You know, my grandma still gets handwritten letters from her friends in Japan.
Wow.
And she keeps them all.
That's neat.
And she puts them out on her table, so every time we go over there, we can read all the letters from Japan, and they keep track of all her grandchildren and everyone.
So is it a bad thing then?
Cool.
Is it bad that we don't write anymore? Or is it just like modern technology,
Evolution.
let's just move forward?
I think we need to keep doing it.
Why?
Because this isn't going to last. This will eventually break down at some point.
But we'll always have our hands.
But we'll always have our hands. And it's neat. I love pen to paper.
Me too.
I like taking notes on paper. So.
Yeah. You know what? And if you really want to impress somebody, whether it be a friend or family member, write them a letter. So
Yeah.
this is what National Handwriting Day is just to remind us to say, look, let's not forget something that is extremely important to other people as well too. Because the moment I get a handwritten letter, I'm going, this is awesome. This is really, really
even when
cool.
you get a parking ticket these days, it's printed out. No more. You don't get a. You get a nice.
How dare they? How dare they not write it out?
I didn't love from my pocket.
How impersonal.
You don't get the carbon copy pink paper. You get this printed out, and you don't get that touch anymore with that.
Funny enough, a police report you still have to handwrite.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've had to do that, and they've said, "Oh my God, I can't read this," and I'm like, "Well, maybe we should make it electronic then."
Oh, there you go. Speaking of electronic, how about this guy?
Hey.
Yeah.
Joel Olendesca is our tech guy, and one thing that you do so well, Joel, you bring us some really cool gadgetry to look at to sort of say, hey, don't forget about this out there, especially if you want a Christmas gift, a birthday present, what have you for this morning?
We have a number of, to keep into today's theme in regards to snow and skiing and backcountry, etc. Let's go. Should we just go through the list?
Yeah, go.
So
Start with
first thing that we have here are A-bomb, F-bomb goggles.
Excuse me?
In December, I talked about some really high-tech goggles, right? Remember those? Those Recon, where you get all the stats on speed, vertical, everything. Well, this kind of dials it back a bit. These are the first goggles with active anti-fog technology built into them. So if you've been out there with goggles, we've all experienced it. Eventually, they fog over at some point. And what do you have to do? You normally have to get going in order for it to clear out, right? Well, with these, what they've done is they've built an extra layer between the lenses, where if you hit the button on the side of your goggles, it's just like in your car, defrost.
So it's like a little fan or something?
No, it just there are batteries in there, and it heats up.
Oh, it's got elements in there.
Yeah.
I want a pair. Can you get me a pair to demo?
You know what? I'll work on that for you.
Please do.
He's going to hook them up.
You know what's neat? What I like about this is it was created through a Kickstarter program.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So this company out of Oregon, created this technology, and then they created a Kickstarter program, and it got funded. And in November, it was good to go. So.
Fantastic.
The next item is something that I would definitely need and use out on the slopes. Heated gloves, battery powered.
Yeah, battery powered. So your glove, as you can see in the images, they come in a mitt or glove style. But really, it's very simple. The gloves have batteries in them that you take out, recharge whenever they need to, and then with a quick press of a button, your fingers stay warm.
Wasn't there CFL players here on the Stampeders that were actually using gloves, not this bulky, but similar technology, where they actually had, and I know some of our videographers, they actually have some gloves too that have battery packs as well too.
While in play, they're using them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Vests. Do you have vests for us now?
Yeah, heated vests. So in between your jacket and your base layer, these Brunton vests allow you to stay heated when needed. Highly suggested not to use it constantly. So if you're on the hill active, that's not what it's meant for. It's meant for heating you up if you're in a still position. So if you're sitting in a stadium, for example, watching a cold football game, or if you're chilling out on the top of the hill, wanting to
watching your kids ski
or on your chairlift, on the chairlift, turn it on, and then it keeps your core heated.
That's a good point too. No one ever wants to get stuck on a chairlift. I mean, it's happened probably to all of us. And you're sitting there going, okay, I'm cooling down. As you're swinging, you're cooling, and then the wind starts blowing.
And then the wind starts blowing.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So and that warning though too. We saw the demonstration of layer clothing. I think you want to make sure you go out with enough clothes and not to think that's going to save you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, what's this next item? It's a case for your phone?
Yeah, it's a phone case. So I've ran out of battery power on my phone many times on the hill. And this is just one example of many options out there. But what I like about the Mophie Space Pack is it gives you battery power, or so it doubles the battery life of your phone. But it's the first case of the type where it gives you additional memory space on your phone.
Wow.
Right. So as we know on iPhones, you can't expand the memory. You're stuck with what's in there. But this case allows you to expand that to 16, 32, or 64 additional gigabytes of memory.
Wow.
So you can take tons of videos, enter it into that first track contest, and win some good prizes.
Joel, thank you very much. Joel Olendesca is our gadget guy with some great stuff. Always great to have you here, buddy. Thanks again.
Love it.
And we're going to go back to Lindy for you, who is at Sport Check this morning. You've got your skis, or your boots, and your clothing. Now you're going to find your skis.
Yeah. Yes, I am. All right, so now I got fitted for my ski boots, because ski boots are different than snowboard boots, everyone knows.
Absolutely.
We're here again with Jason. So now that I'm all clothed up and I have my boots on, what is the next step to finding your perfect skis?
Well, next we have to look at the actual ski purchase itself. Now, when we look at this, kind of in the olden days, you used to just pick up a ski, put it between your nose and your eyebrow, call it a day, head to the slopes, right?
Not anymore.
No, not at all. So a ski doesn't necessarily know how tall you are. It knows how much you weigh. So there's a couple factors you have to look at when purchasing skis. It's your height, your weight, which is more important than the height, as well too as your ability and the type of terrain you're riding. So that's all going to kind of decipher as to where about that ski should be on you and how long it should be to determine it flexes properly with how you ride.
Okay, so I am about like 5 feet tall, super short. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, and our terrain is the floor at Sport Check. So what do you suggest?
Well, for yourself, because you also did say that you were just kind of learning and stuff like that there. So I'd go for something a little bit shorter. This one here I've got for you, it's not too bad. This will be something that's along a little bit of the higher side for you, so it'll be something that once you get a little bit better, you can progress into. So this would be if you were looking to be something a little bit more performance-based. If you wanted something a little bit more recreational, a little bit more fun, you could go a little bit shorter.
All right, awesome. So I'm ready to go hit the slopes now. Now, if you wanted accessories, how can I look even more awesome?
Well, safety is always a big important thing. And
These are hard to walk in.
yeah, absolutely. Definitely they're meant for skiing, not for walking.
Okay.
But having a proper fitting helmet is really important. So if you just want to throw that on there, I can hold that for you.
Yeah, you hold that. Okay.
So ensuring that that fits properly. There's also a micro adjust button in the back to help just kind of fine tune. So it's this button right back here. You can twist it to ensure that that helmet doesn't move on you at all.
Okay.
Keep it nice and stable. So if you were to go down, you know your head's safe.
Okay.
As well too, we've got goggles. The nice thing with these goggles is they actually have an interchangeable lens. So,
Oh, this is the lens.
yeah, conditions outside change all the time. It could be a nice bluebird in the morning and really kind of socked in and foggy throughout the day. So you can ensure that you have the right lens tint for the right condition outside.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us. And so basically just listen to what we have to say if you want to get ready for the slopes.
Perfect.
Thanks.
We'll see you out on the mountains this weekend, Lindy.
And it's true, when you look good, you ski better.
Is that true? Well, then I must be a great
my problem.
skier.
That's the problem, yes. Also here, you can send us some tweets and take a look and see what's going on here. We're following Lindy's progress as well, too. Just jumping on here, our Twitter feed right now. Here is Lindy looking good. And if you notice, if you look really closely, she's got no socks on. Lindy. Sweet. Anyway, Trending on Shaw is where you'll find us.